And I don't know
Uh,
where, I'm sorry, I don't know where Fred is, but
yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for hopping on tonight's staff meeting. I will not be before you long. We are, we only have a few items on tonight's agenda, so let me get into those right now. Let's see. So we've done our check-in. Thank you all so much. Of course, let me know if you all are, struggling with anything, if you need assistance with anything, of course, let me know. Feel free to reach out to me offline. And of course, I'm here to assist in whatever way I can. Really, words cannot express how much I appreciate you guys. These last couple of weeks have been quite rough, personally and professionally, and so thank you all so much for your commitment to Main Attraction. Um, Open house. So we will only have a few more weeks of open house. I'm thinking Sunday the 21st, Sunday the 28th, and possibly October 5th. I want to have all of our classes solidified by October so that we can get into Nutcracker choreography. By that time, I will send the showcase log to you. I think right now, Savannah and I are the only teachers who are choreographing. Fun times. Um, so I'll send it out just so you all can see. Aaliyah, I do want to keep you just as technique for this semester, and then we do a piece for spring. I want the girls to have a slightly stronger technique before we go into choreography with choreography from you, because I want them to have at least one class where it is um, just technique. I really want that to remain. Also, there are a few classes that we do need to fill in terms of teaching. So I specifically need a hip hop teacher for our Sunday classes and a tap teacher for the Tuesday tap two class. I taught the hip hop classes this Sunday. It was actually a lot of fun. I haven't taught hip hop to the littles in a while. And they enjoyed it. It was a good time. I'm thinking more down the road for Nutcracker, we're going to need a lot more staff and volunteer assistance for backstage. So even though we finally kind of like the dust has settled and we're getting, into the swing of things and getting settled for the season, I would like to add a few more people on staff just so we have the coverage that we need for backstage and taking tickets and sitting at the front desk and things like that. So for those, if you guys have anyone in mind for those positions, um, so like I said, tap, hip hop, and I would like to have at least one more teacher on staff that did ballet in case I need to be out for that Tuesday conditioning class. Excuse me. Um, everybody is getting sick, and I feel like I was definitely a little under the weather this weekend, and so having an extra person on staff to do that class would be ideal just in case these kids and these germs take me out. It's been a wild ride over here.
I know a few people who could probably teach a conditioning class, like, and who also, because I was also gonna ask if, like, the list now of ballet subs has gotten shorter, if that has been affected, and then if I,
Okay.
if you would like me to just find some people, because I'm also gonna need a sub, in October for Dracula.
Okay.
So if I can start looking for people, like I have a long list of people that I've had sub for me before for other studios. If you want me to just like start getting the ball rolling on that, so you can like do
That
whatever.
would be ideal. Thank you so much. So of course, reach out to them to see like what their availability is, and then if they're open to it, share their information with me so I can connect with them
Okay.
for sure. Thank you so much for that. Um, Give me so for your rehearsals, how long will you be out or need to be out?
It's just gonna be we have like 1 week of tech week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, nothing crazy. Just like it should literally just be one class in October.
Okay, great. Because when you said a show, I was like, oh crap.
No, it's only one weekend of shows, so it's just the previous week. We have to be at the theater until like 9 or 10 p.m. So
Okay. Um, Also, send me your, if you know that date, send it to me as a calendar invite so that I can remind myself of that. Even though it's a little ways away, I feel like it'll creep up if because I'm a visual person, so I need to see it on my calendar to remind me that we need to solidify that.
okay.
So it's literally just like Aaliyah out slash need a sub. And then as we are making contact with the people that you all refer to me, hopefully we'll be able to get a sub. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just teach the ballet class. Um, I have I also have a seminar that I would like to attend. I wanted to do it in September. Clearly, that didn't work out, but there's another rotation in October and November that I would like to attend. So those subs are going to be super helpful um, a little bit later on in the season.
Okay.
Um, so we got tech response, showcase. So showcase. We have our dates solidified. Dress rehearsal is, so the actual show is Saturday the 20th, and dress rehearsal is Sunday the 14th. Yeah, Sunday the 14th. We will be back at Parma Snow Library. Um, so more details about that as we get closer to it. But I just wanted you guys to mark your calendars for that dress rehearsal Sunday the 14th, and the show is Saturday the 20th. Um, it's like, wow, we're already talking about a Christmas showcase. Is September moving like really fast for anybody else?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. Um, Background checks. I am in the process of finding an um, online service that provides background checks for us. There used to be so many of them in Cleveland, and they are just not as readily available as they used to be. There's a couple of things I would like to do with the studio, either myself or any of the staff that might be available and willing. I want to do some after school programming. So going into schools, which they require background checks, obviously. And then I am in the process, well, I'm in the process of getting the studio certified as a minority business and as a woman-owned business, because those certifications then allow us to bid for government contracts. And some there are some government contracts that are actually available to dancers and dance studios. For instance, like going into a Cleveland Clinic, a UH, or a Metro Health and doing like a stretch or aerobics or a cardio class, going into recreation centers because rec centers are governed by the city. So just being able to do more work in the community, and background checks are required for all of those things. So um, this is going to be a couple months in in the making. So I don't know if we'll have any of those things for this semester, but I would just like to have everybody get it. I would like to have everybody have an updated background check. Um, it's good to have them. I had one about a year ago and I found out about some traffic stuff that I needed to address. So it's just I like to do it regularly just to see like what's going on with my name because I had no idea that that stuff was on my record. So I got to take care of that and to have background checks on file so that when we land these contracts, if I can't do them, then potentially having you guys go in my stead to go to a school or do a hospital or whatever. Oh my God, that is a big A mosquito. I don't even have. Okay. Any hooser, we're going to close out this meeting. Kind of hate this. Meeting to you. Yeah. I think that is pretty much it. A lot of stuff is kind of moot at this point. You guys are really great with responding, making sure you're keeping up with your, sorry, I'm trying to figure out where this mosquito went because I really do not want to get bit. Um, and then we will next meeting or next month, we will go back to first Sunday. So our next meeting will be October 5th and then November, oh crap, Savannah, you'll be out. Um,
I was gonna say, yeah, I will be in the woods of Hocking Hills with no cell service, so
okay. All right. Does the 12th work for you all? Sunday the 12th?
that should work for me.
Cool, cool. So I'm thinking maybe we just, oh, let me double check for November because that's getting into anniversary time. Okay, never mind. That's good. So that's the 9th. Okay, great. So I will not be meeting with y'all on my anniversary. Amen. Okay, so going forward, we'll finish out this semester with meetings on the second Sunday. So next meeting will be um October 12th and then November 9th. And then that for December, we will have to do the first Sunday because the second Sunday is dress rehearsal. So we want to make sure we have everything squared away before we get into Tech Week.
I will probably not be able to help as much with the December showcases since I'll be doing Nutcrackers at Playhouse Square.
No worries. Thank you for letting me know. Do you have your rehearsal and or performance schedule for that yet?
I do. I
Okay,
do. So I'll make sure to send that along.
fantastic.
Yep.
So yeah, and then if there's anybody else that you all have in mind for referrals to join the main attraction team, send that to me via email. I will probably, mm, yeah, email is probably best. And then just send me a text message to let me know that you sent it so I know to look for it. I appreciate you all. Any questions, comments, hopes, dreams, aspirations?
Mm, not for me. Uh,
How are classes going?
which the main attraction classes
Yeah.
or
Yes.
okay, good. I mean, the last class we had was pretty good. What? did we spent a lot of time working on balance entraînement. So I wanted to go over
Ooh.
that again with them because they were starting to get it. But I think, and then I talked a lot about especially especially with Samaya, like the quickening her arm coordination and how that
Mhm.
I feel like that's really going to help her with her pirouettes even because she's like placed. She has her placement. She has like the bottom half of her is good and I think just coordinating at bar will fix a lot of like any like problems she's having in center. I want to see if that'll kind of more like seamlessly just kind of like take care of some things for her. So,
Cool, cool. I think I'm thinking that Candace might be getting in her own way. Like she's too much in her head since she just moved up. I feel like she's thinking too hard about it. Like I gotta catch up or whatever. I don't know. Have you noticed that?
yeah, I will say I don't know. She is definitely there's just such a wide range of skill level in that class at
Hmm.
this point that I think that is kind of challenging because even with Ellie as well, and I think with Ellie and with Kennis, I think it's like a mind, like you're saying, it's like a mind
Hmm.
issue. It's not even a body or any physical issues that they have. It's like in their heads. So I guess I'm not sure if it's Kennis just needs to, or we need to help her with her confidence and that that'll fix things. But I do think there is like, um, I think just the more she can like grasp and feel confident about the basics, because
Hmm.
there's still just some things that like, especially like I'm saying, like Samaya doesn't struggle with as much as like the other ones do, since she's older and just has more experience. So,
Do you have availability to do a Tuesday night, like 45-minute bar with them?
I do not on
Okay. Okay.
um
Because right now I have them helping me with the littles because so many of our preschoolers just moved up and that class they're just like, what do I do with my body? So I would love to have them pulled out for a class that is more helpful for them developing that skill. I just don't have it. We don't have I don't have the bandwidth for it because I have to teach the littles. Um,
Are are they still having a ballet class on Sundays?
yes.
Okay, okay, that's good. Because that's what I asked them about that too. Because I was like, oh, I mean, if you're having class on Sundays as well. So no, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't come on Tuesdays, but
Cool, cool.
yeah.
We can talk more offline about helping like drills or something to help with that skill set because there's individual things that I've seen in all the dancers that like if we can just get them over that hump, their technique will improve that much more.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Savannah, how are classes? Anything you need to know? Any like things outside of like what you've been sending in your weekly reports and things like that?
Oh, no, not really. I will say, like, these past 2 weeks at least, um, Zuri and Kira have kind of developed a little bit of an attitude, and I'm just a little confused, I fear, because I'm like, I've done nothing to you guys.
Very moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nothing like crazy, but it's like when I give specifically Zuri a correction, she like won't answer me and she kind of just like stares at me and then doesn't say anything and I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right. I'm going to move away now."
Hmm.
But
I've noticed that in her as well. So last week in the conditioning class, she didn't have her shoes or a bag, and I was like, "Friend, where are your shoes?" Like, I was asleep and I was rushing. I said, "Oh, would you like to try
yeah,
again? Would you like to try again?"
right.
Because no, absolutely not.
Yeah, because even tonight I was like, okay, why don't like after we did our ballet class and everything like that, I was it for jazz. I was like, why don't you guys like try some turns on your own and I'll come around and like see everyone and whatever.
Hmm.
And she kind of like I'd be like, okay, like make sure you're getting your spot or whatever. And she just like didn't want to hear it. And I was like, okay, what I don't know what you want from me.
Hmm. So,
Yeah.
oh, we love we love tweens. They're great. I will. I'll talk to her on Tuesday, and if she responds the same way, then we'll get mom involved.
Okay.
I I try to, give them an opportunity to situate their situation before we get parentals involved. But with this, that's like 2 days in a row with two different teachers, and no,
Yeah.
because we don't have time for that. Also, friend, if you had it, we wouldn't even be having a conversation. Like everybody calm down. I don't know
No,
if
right.
you're feeling yourself because you just moved up or what, but friend, no, just no.
Exactly.
So okay.
Yeah, besides that everything's been good. Um I will say like the little ballet class I have, when they are all there, like I will definitely need like some extra hands just because it's hard for me to like do the combo with them but also try to give them corrections and watch them and everything like that. But I know like everything's kind of
Hmm. I will
a work
see,
in progress.
I will see if Camille is still available on Sundays. I hadn't reached out to her because I know she's going, 10th grade and higher in
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if
training.
you wanted, if you didn't want to bother Camille, I would say if you could maybe get Evelyn, because Evelyn would be a good, I feel like Evelyn would be a good person, or even like Kenneth would be a good person to like assist.
Okay. I will can you text me that so that
Yeah,
I can reach out to parents and see
I just really need it for the ballet class because the jazz
yeah,
class
because
only has
it's
three of
a
them.
lot of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
but for the
definitely a lot of
ballet,
them.
I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Cool, cool. All right. I can definitely do that. Just send me a text reminder so I can reach out to families and talk to them about it on Tuesday. That way they have a couple of days to prepare in case they need to work out transportation or
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
of course. Bree, anything that you want to share with us? Any updates?
Yeah, actually, hold on. I'll show you. Can you guys see me? And
There we go. Whoa.
I
Okay,
love it.
bet. You just chopped it all off. Got it. What made you cut it? Mute it.
I did it last Sunday. You just didn't see it Monday because I
Ah.
didn't color it until after our meeting. But I realized that I'm not in the position that I was when I was working as a paralegal to pay $200 to get my hair done, and it needed to be cut and trimmed and protein and all the things. And I said, I'm just gonna cut it so I can do it myself. So
Mm.
there you go. And I love it.
Got
Got a
is
lot of
it
positive
is it is
feedback. Pink
really
is my
cute.
favorite color. And so yeah, I did it.
It is really
And it's
cute.
got a little bit of blonde back here. Yes. And my husband
Yeah,
did it, and the hair color cost me $18, and 18 is better than 200.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's all.
This is why I learned how to make hair hats during the pandemic. So,
There you
yeah,
go. So that's my update.
fantastic. Tomorrow our meeting was probably going to be long. Long. At least 90 minutes, possibly longer. Amen. All right, good people. It is dinner and shower time. Again, thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate it. Continue to send me your reports by 5 p.m. on Thursday. Just who was there, who was absent, dress code, God, 'cause I smell. Thank you so much, Savannah. And things that things that you all are working on in class. Um, if there is anything you need me to know or anything, like for instance with Zuri and puberty or other things like that, include those in the reports. It doesn't have to be super long, just 3 or 4 sentences, and put bullets for the names so it's easier for me to read. And then if there's any patterns with the attendance, like this kiddo came late twice consecutively, or absences, tardies, in and out of dress code. Um, August, I kind of let people get their bearings and get back into the swing of things. September, we need to be uh, clean and clear on our expectations of like out of the like 6 kids in hip hop too, only 2 of them had on tennis shoes, and I'm like, I don't understand. Wear your shoes. It's a hip hop class. Why are you in socks? I don't understand what's happening. And everyone was in jazz shoes. Like, what is happening right now? Um, So yeah, thank you all so much. Have a great evening. Of course, teacher referrals, and if there's anything else that comes up this week, um, text me, email me, let me know what's going on. Thank you so much. Bye.
Good night.